It is absolutely fantastic to be here celebrating the opening of the new 6th Street Viaduct.
I'm so excited, not just as mayor, but as an Angelino, as somebody whose family grew up and worked on both sides of this bridge for 4 generations. To have this symbol of what makes our city creative, what makes our city ambitious, what makes our city a city of dreamers and doers, it's manifest now right here.
This is the future. It's the present and the future for the great city of LA, because it's a powerful symbol of how we connect the east side of LA, an amazing, beautiful community, Boyle Heights, and how we connect downtown LA, the arts districts, and the rest of the city of LA.
It's an extraordinary feeling to have the bridge finally completed, personally, but also for all of the people who have worked together to make this finally happen. It's incredibly gratifying to have contributed something of this significance to the city that you love.
When I think of this bridge, the word that comes to mind for me is hope. This is a bridge that speaks to hope. We took down that which had been iconic. Many people loved the bridge. Some didn't even want it to come down. But now, after we've taken it down, look what we've put back. We've connected a city. We've made sure that the barrier that existed, this LA River, did not stop people from going and coming into an environment where we stay together as one.
The 6th Street Bridge is how I discovered and fell in love with downtown. I was on the back of a motorcycle and approached downtown from the east side and came into downtown, and I was able to watch the buildings kind of rise out of the ground once you peaked at the crest of the bridge.
This bridge, it means a lot to people. It meant a lot to me. I'm an immigrant to this country, and one of the very first bridges that I was ever on that I can remember was the 6th Street Bridge. My mother used to be a housekeeper at the Cecil Hotel. When she brought me to work with her, I was always in awe when we passed this bridge.
To be honest, I was one of the people that fought to try and preserve the original bridge, but then technology and the needs for safety kind of won the game, and we were joining the effort of making sure that the new bridge would be the best thing LA can give to its people.
Just watching it go down was very hurtful, but when we saw it come back up, we saw some light at the end of the tunnel, and we're just excited to be able to cross that bridge with our vehicles once again.
When I think about the 6th Street Viaduct, I think about the city center finally becoming the city center again. And this is kind of a very special moment for downtown because it's our bridge and everyone is excited about it.
This was the very first project in the city of Los Angeles history where we were able to use a project labor agreement that had federal funding. That offered opportunities for people that were transitioning back into society. Those that had barriers, veterans, those who were coming from the reentry population, those that were experiencing homelessness, unemployed, single parents, and then women. This is a field that underrepresented in many instances. Maybe 2% at best, not on this project.
One of the interesting things about our team is that it was made up mostly of women, especially in the leadership roles. Every time I had a position to fill, I would select the best person for the job. And fortunately, it turns out that many of those were women, and our resident engineer, our lead structural engineer, our lead change order engineer, and our senior management analyst all were women in these fantastic leadership roles on the project.
This job was driven on numerical data supporting the decisions that we had to do. It's not just going out there and throwing it up. It had to be precisely engineered. Well, the challenges are in the geometry, in trying to build the elements in a sequential fashion, especially in what we're talking about, a very tight urban area. And then with the geometry and with nothing being rectilinear, nothing lining up, always on a curve.
The project was challenging in that we brought a lot of new technology and a lot of innovative concepts to the structure. After all these years of waiting for the bridge to open, I tell you, it was a great feeling to see the false work, the forms work come off. And it was truly rewarding to see that the final structure really exceeded our expectations as far as producing a beautiful, elegant, and well-proportioned structure.
The men and women on this project, they're just as excited and thrilled to be able to work on a one-of-a-kind project. As we went through the transformation from the bottom up, and as we started seeing those arches come up, you can see the pride that they take in coming out here to work every single day.
The bridge is a public place, a place where, of course, cars, people, bicycles can move across the city, but also a place where we can come together to celebrate as individuals, as groups, as a city as a whole, and to begin to have dreams about our future.
It's very personal. It's very special to me to have an opportunity to celebrate the opening of this iconic symbol for the city of LA with incredible visionaries who started this project from day one, and to bring this amazing public works project to fruition for, not just my district, City 14, but for all of the city of Los Angeles.
Los Santos is about the improbable connection. It's about neighborhoods that collide, cultures that collide, people that come together. And that's what a bridge literally does. And so this is a symbol of what Los Angeles does, but it's also a way that we can have these collisions, these connections that will change the world. We don't know. Somebody's going to get a proposal on this bridge. I bet somebody might even sneak in a marriage on this bridge. So this will really be, in so many ways, chapters in our own personal histories, as well as in the history of our city each and every day.
I just want to say to all the people who've worked on this, I think all of us share just such a great sense of accomplishment together. And it's because of you that we did this. And thank you, and thank you.